Hey everyone, I'm here with Maxwell Styles. Can I have each of you introduce yourselves and what role that you play in the band?
Yeah, I'm Maxwell himself. I'm a songwriter, singer, and lead guitar player.
My name is Edgar, otherwise known as El Greñas on Instagram or TikTok. I just made a TikTok. But I am the rhythm guitarist.
I'm Dr. Bass. I'm the lead bassist, co vocalist, and co songwriter.
My name is Oscar and I'm the drummer.
And how did you guys each kind of get your start in music? I'm curious.
I started in the middle school. I had a friend that played guitar, told me to join after school program. I played guitar, I jumped into piano, learned bass in high school, songwriting in college, and then I got into production like my last year of college.
Wow, a lot of hats that you wear then for sure.
For me, my brother, we're 9 years apart. He started, just doing his own thing with a few of his homeboys. I'm in a thrash metal band known as Ascendancy, and that just kind of like really sparked everything for me because he would bring me out to his shows. I was maybe like 12, 13, going out to the shows. So, I was introduced to the music culture and world at a fairly young age, just seeing my brother up on stage with all of his friends, just honestly having a good time. That's something that I always kind of wanted, but felt the pressure because of seeing my brother and just feeling like, oh man, those are some pretty big shoes to fill.
I started ever since I was in I think like the third grade, or like, no, like second grade. And I just always took lessons because my parents thought it was important for me to learn music in order to become, like, I guess, more educated. And I really fell in love with music, and that was it.
I played a lot of Guitar Hero, so the interest for me when I got that drum set for Guitar Hero, I was in there. I was always interested. It got me so in there. My boy Lars always. I traded my first weed plant for my first drum set. I remember I had that, and my friend was like, "Hey man, I'm giving my drum set away." I'm like, "I got no money." He's like, "I'll take that weed plant." I remember he came by like at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night with the red wagon with the drum
Nice,
set. And
nice.
I'm like, "Here,
Priorities.
here we go." His blanket.
Hell
He
yeah.
took it. He left the drum set. It was an old school freaking black Thomas, so beat up, but it was awesome. It was such a cool thing. That was my first. That was like freshman year.
I love the origin stories you got. Very unique. Very unique. How would you guys kind of describe your sound? I feel like you guys give a very classic, very nostalgic, and a little bit of a longing sound, in my opinion, but I'd
Yeah.
like for you guys to touch on that.
Yeah, so I started Maxwell Styles because I wanted different styles of music, but I was influenced by like Interpol and Joy Division and Korn and System. So growing up, I always wanted to do something in that style. But then, learning music, I learned like jazz guitar, and teachers always want to push the fundamentals. So I really got into like, some like rock, math rock, and some like rock español. I started getting into that stuff as I got older and played. So the style that we play right now kind of dabbled in the side of like the dark wave and this post-punk, just because I wanted to try something different from like classic rock.
One of the things that I want to highlight as well is that this musical group, allows for each of us to be creative with the way that we want to take, certain songs. And I think that's one of the things that I really appreciate, just hearing those different sounds come from, the different perspectives of the drums or the bass or the guitar. I think that's really one of the beautiful things. We each have our own little things that we can bring to the table, and that's really what shapes the sound.
Yeah, I agree. You guys kind of like max out on the styles within your band. I guess what's kind of like your favorite songs to play then?
Oh man, I got like three of them: Starcross, Drinker Poison, and Blue Hair Devil. Those for me, those are the top three that are my favorite to fucking play all the goddamn time. I could play that all day.
So, my favorite song to play is actually a song we haven't played live yet, but we're working on it. It's called If I Lose It All, and I love the vibe. It's going to be a banger, so I'm excited for you guys to see it live pretty soon.
You guys just barely came out with a new music video for Beatrix. How was like the process doing that?
The person that did the film for us, named Will, I met him running. The person that owns the studio we filmed at, he was my old guitar teacher. And then, of course, we had a friend of ours, Hal Ferry, do the dancing for us. So every part of my life, like my professional, my high school life playing guitar, kind of collab with this video. And it's cool because, again, Beatrix is more of a personal, like, addiction story. So, like, to have that come out, all the people I met throughout my life, it's kind of a cool, like, to see it now on YouTube and see the views go up. It's cool to see something come to the light.
That music video was pretty. It was a cool experience. It was, and especially to see how well it turned out to be. It was. I was like, damn, I look pro. It looks so cool. It just looks so cool to see myself in that environment, and then just to be in that chaotic environment. I love that chaos. It's so cool. I love it.
And I did hear kind of like the different styles within the band already. It really is a few minds working together as well as putting out their ideas individually. I really do like that you showcase that. Not a lot of bands end up doing that. They stick to one sound and one sound only. I do like the variety that you guys provide.
The best thing is that you can tell that every member has its own style. He has his System of a Down, Corn. It's kind of like that early 2000s grunge rock, new metal kind of style. He brings in some really good doom metal, death metal kind of vibes. Me and him always bring in that classic thrash metal,
80s.
rock and roll 80s. Yeah, it's so legit, especially when you combine it down. And then each of us have different minds that we could work with, pick every little idea that we can. It's always the best thing. Just put it together and just see what we could come up with.
What's kind of the direction that you think you are headed coming up?
That's a good question. I like that question. There's two styles I always want to get back into or do from the start, which is like straight punk, maybe some thrash. I know he wants the thrash. And I do want to get into like the new metal style. I love Korn, like he says. That's one of my favorite bands. I do love Deftones. I kind of want to get away from the post-punk and work on that for a little bit. And post-punk's always going to be there, so I'm going to go back to it. But the next thing we're going to do is more that direction of that punk, new metal, thrash.
I think as a band, we try to move up to bigger venues, bigger crowds, better energy. Damn, we so crave the energy. We love it when we go up on stage and people give us the same energy we give out. It's always the best. June 20th is going to be a really good show with my friend Norma from Negra Azul. Damn, those guys kick ass from ska bands. We're going to have like 2 ska bands. It's going to be at least 2 goth bands also. It's going to be a whole goth ska event. So make sure to go there, guys. Come on, June 20th. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just excited about the show on the 20th. I'm pretty open in terms of style. I just want the opportunity, again, to play for a big crowd and showcase, the music we've been working so hard on. We're on Kubo's.
And for you kids, we're on Roblox too.
Yeah. Wait, what song is on Roblox?
We have If I Lose It All and I Drink Your Poison. 2 songs.
Yeah.
Do
So
y'all
I've been on there, and it really makes it sick when you're like doing your Roblox thing to listen to some Maxwell Styles.
And if you guys didn't know, we do have a collaboration song with my daughter, Lilith, featuring Lilith. That's Summerween. We're hoping to do a music video for that one too. Yep. That is one of the last collaborations.
Yeah.
That's a future project.
Oh, and then my song is the one I want to play synth, play bass, and sing on.
That is Maxwell Styles, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity.